right, welcome. My boy Sean's not here, so it's just brother Rob, called Little Lion, and myself today. You already know,
Hey.
Ronald McConaughey Senior. So we're hoping that Sean could get well soon and get well quick. There's a stomach bug going around.
Oh, I thought he had the whooping cough. Remember the whooping cough?
The whooping cough. That's when you cough real bad, right? You sound like you got asthma and you got bronchitis. I get scared when people be coughing like that, man. I'd be like, yo, man, you need to go see a doctor about that, because that could be serious.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that he get well. A lot of people coming down with this. I heard it's a new flu or a new strand of the flu.
So if you got your flu shot, it will do no good against it?
I don't know.
I got my flu shot.
I didn't get one yet.
I normally don't, but my doctor kind of
because you're over
forced
50.
me to.
You're over 50.
So are you.
Yeah. Your doctor's going to force you to get one because of your age. If you was 30, he probably recommend it, but he's not going to push it on you.
Yeah, he definitely I'm going to give you a flu shot.
He's like, yo, you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no say in this. I'm going to give you a flu shot. And as you get older, it's some people don't want to get shots, but at the same time, they help to preserve you, keep you vaccinated, keep you from getting certain sicknesses and diseases. But the common cold, they haven't found a cure for that yet.
Well, they have the cure. They just ain't giving it to us.
They got the cure for the common cold.
Yeah, but you know how much money they make off of cold medicine? Why would they cure it?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They don't want to cure anything, I don't think, here in America.
No, I've heard there's no money in cures.
Yeah.
But if we really examine that, and we're going to get into that later on in the year, we're going to get into a lot of the stuff that, is like hot topics in certain cultures, in certain communities. We're going to expose a lot of things. That's one of the things we're going to look to about dealing with next year. Next year is going to be a phenomenal year. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff going on next year. But this year, there was a whole lot of stuff that went on this year. So we're trying to get back to normal. It's going to be a little bit rough because I said, again, Sean's not here today. We hope he get well. And everybody that's sick, we hope that you recover quickly and you recover completely. Be a whole new you. Some of the remedies that you could do is rest, right?
Rest is very important.
Gotta get your sleep in. One of the most important is hydration.
Yes.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Number one. Yeah. I usually have water, but not today. I was running late.
You have that Saratoga. What is it?
Saratoga. I normally have that.
Yeah. Did they ever respond back to you?
Well, I gave them my email. I haven't heard anything yet.
All right, so
but a lot of people use that water though. And I heard one guy, he was on the podcast also. He said he was trying to get
a sponsorship. Yeah. It's good water. It's good water.
It is good water though. And everybody knows it's like really catching on really well. Man.
But I never see it in the small bottles.
They have them at the dollar store, believe it or not.
In the small bottles?
Yeah. Yeah. But I do see them in the stores now. I think I seen it in what's that? Quick Check. Yeah.
Quick Check in the small bottles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that because I do like that water. Yeah. I love water, but water is one of you got to stay hydrated. Now finding out this, like my wife, for example, and I said this before on the podcast, and she's aware of it. She didn't like water. She's drinking water more now because she sees the necessity of her sustaining her life through water. And I think that's something that people miss. They don't like water because for them it has no taste.
Yeah.
To me, water tastes absolutely beautiful.
You know the bottles of Saratoga I normally have?
Yeah.
My daughter came over to my house, right? And while she was sitting there, she drank the whole bottle. I was like, wow. She said, I really like water.
Yeah.
Some people, you said it, they like water. I have been one of those that don't really like water, but I have to drink it because I have to stay hydrated.
How come you don't like it? I'm just gonna get your take on it.
Taste. There's no, to me, there's absolutely no taste.
So you and them.
Well, then again, no, I'm not gonna say that because some water you taste is like
you can taste it's not good.
Especially if you taste this raw water. Yeah. If you ever drink raw water,
tap water,
not to do that ever again.
They're supposed to take the impurities out, and there's a debate going on about tap water. Taking out the impurities in tap water. Some people say no, leave them in. No, I say take them out because they said there's parasites that could be in water. That's the big takeaway for me.
But the worst thing with this raw water that I smell, it smells like chlorine. You know, like when you go in the
Chlorine.
pool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you're not supposed to have that in your water.
Water. Yeah. Well,
And
you
if
put
you
it in the
do,
pool.
you should have like some type of filter to get that out because it's not good for
That's
your
what
body.
you need a filter.
Yeah.
So stay hydrated. What's another good hydration?
You know what? One thing is you have to take something to keep your immune system working on a high level.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much stuff out here that you really need to watch out
You
for.
know,
your immune
like
system, especially when you get our age.
what's that little orange pill they have that you what's that? Enzymes, I think it's called. It's something that you take that's kind of like a boost your immune system.
Mhm.
It's like it's orange, it's fizzy. I forget the name.
They got a
of
lot
it.
of different things out there for it though.
But you're supposed to have like
yeah,
orange,
some
take
things.
orange juice, get orange, that vitamin
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
Get that vitamin B1, B12. Get all your vitamins. Take the
Definitely.
vitamins.
And your supplements, if you're my age, get one for over
Supplements.
50 joints.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Centrum
Yeah, that's what I take.
over 50. Yeah.
They ain't paying us, so we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to.
we can say that.
Brothers
That's a
dropping
good one
names,
though. That's
they
a
ain't
good
paying
one.
us.
And then you gotta eat. That's my mantra
Yeah.
right there.
No, but you got to eat well too.
Gotta eat.
You know what I mean? You have to eat good food. You can't just eat. You got to
Well,
eat good stuff.
Define good food.
Well, stuff that, well, let me speak for myself.
Go ahead.
Stuff that I eat
Yeah.
that my body doesn't react badly to,
Okay.
that's what I eat.
Okay. So
Because if I eat wrong, my body goes like, I
so
don't
yeah,
want
let
that.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever had gout?
Never had gout. But my what's that called? My whatever that acid level
Oh yeah,
has
yeah.
been high. in
Amino
my
acid
body,
level.
but-
Amino,
no, it's
I
not
think
amino.
It's not amino.
No, it's something else. It's something else.
What,
That's
what,
what's
what
got
could
it.
it be if it's not amino
I
acid?
forget what the name of it is, but yeah, my levels have been high, but I've never experienced like the foot thing. Have you?
No, I've never had gout.
No.
Don't want to get gout. From what I understand, it's
what I
not something
heard.
you should play around with. I've heard people and I've seen people who have had it,
Mhm.
and I'm like, yeah, whatever you ate, it caused an allergic reaction in them.
Mhm.
And I'm like, whatever you ate, that's what you need to stop eating. Like you just talked about, whatever
Yeah.
your body rejects,
Yeah.
or if it sends you to the bathroom too often,
Mhm.
don't eat that. If it causes you to break out, don't eat that.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for drinking. So you got to stay hydrated. Water is the number one hydration I would recommend. I haven't been sick my whole life. I haven't been sick too many times. And I thank God for that.
That's
I
definitely a
thank
blessing.
God for that.
I was the sickest child on the planet when I came up.
When you first
really.
came home,
When I was growing up.
when you was
Growing up, I was the sickest child on the planet.
you got to learn.
If somebody
a lot
else
of
had it,
allergies.
I had it like 20 times worse than them. Like I had chicken pox.
Yeah.
I had bumps on my tongue. Nobody ever said that ever.
I think I had
That's how bad I had
the
it.
worst sickness I ever had was
Measles,
double pneumonia. And I was in the hospital.
pneumonia will get you.
I was in the
I had
hospital.
pneumonia like maybe 3-4 times.
Yeah, I only had it like maybe twice in my life.
But you know, after you catch it once, it's easy for you to catch it again.
Yes, I
So
know.
you have to be really
Yeah.
mindful.
I had it
So,
really, really bad. I was in the hospital, tubes running in me.
For how long?
Everything. My mom said for like 7 weeks.
Oh, when you were young.
Yeah, I was.
You almost died,
Seven,
didn't it
yeah,
sound like?
yeah, I almost died.
Wow. Wow.
I had
God
what they
bless
call Marvin's
Wasn't your
pneumonia.
time.
Double. Yeah, I thank God for that too.
Double pneumonia means you had it in both lungs.
Yeah, I had it bad.
So you were breathing. I don't know.
I
how you
had
were
to have help breathing. That's why I had tubes running down my nose.
breathing.
And she showed me the picture. She took a picture. She showed me that picture. I was like, wow.
Near death.
You know, one of those kids like, you know,
experience. How old were you?
7
7 years old.
7 years old. I'm like, what? I ever
So
since
God
then,
tried to take you out when you were 7.
nah, God didn't try to take
But the
me
devil?
out.
How about
The
the
enemy
devil
of
tried
God
to
trying
take
to
you
take
out? Okay, we're going.
because he knew God had a
You knew
plan
that
for my life.
Sure.
God has a plan for everybody's
So
life.
the
I say
enemy
that
tried
all
to
the
take you
time.
out.
And it ain't nobody but the
Well, I'm
enemy.
glad he didn't take you
It's
out.
ain't nobody but the enemy. Listen, the
God-
enemy
God
wants to
saw
stop
it.
you from being successful in life.
For
Period.
sure.
Period.
For
And
sure.
and one of the things that we help complicate that is by fighting against it. We help
Which plan?
complicate his plan. Like you just said, taking
Complicate the devil's plan? you
yeah,
said?
we
You
take
said
care
take
about
his plan and complicate it?
one of the things that we do to complicate his plan is by fighting against his plan.
Explain
That
now.
means that we take better care of our bodies.
Mhm.
We hydrate ourselves
Mhm.
because he'll convince people, hey, you don't need to hydrate yourself.
Yeah, well.
but you do.
But the devil is more like seems like a mental type of thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Than a physical thing. You know what I mean? I mean, you must have been really, destined to do something great because he tried to take you out at 7 years old. So you must have been destined.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I'm
not
just
the only
saying, like,
one.
for the run of the mill person,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
I think like mental health is like really, really, really big right now.
Mental health
And I
is
think
huge.
I
now.
think that's some of
Matter of fact, let me
when
take this
something
off.
tries to tell you that you're not enough, even though
You're not
know
enough.
you're enough,
Mm.
But
You mean
but
you're
something
not
tells-
enough for what?
like just basically like
You're
you
not
as
good
a-
enough.
Yeah, like you as a person, like you're not enough,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the biggest lie ever. You know what I'm saying?
That
Because-
and that the devil doesn't exist. He's not real. Yeah, that's huge.
well, the devil
And
is
I
us
would-
a lot of times.
I would tell you that a
A
person
lot of times the devil is us.
who has never told you he works in us, he can influence us. But
See,
You
I'm
said a
spiritual
person
so
said-
I don't.
well,
I
you
don't
can
really
be.
believe
A
in
lot of
that
people
type
can be spiritual. There's billions of spiritual people.
Yes. Not
But now,
denying that.
if you say somebody told you, has they ever told you that you're not enough?
Yeah, teachers and what do you call it? Guidance counselor. I told him that I wanted to be like a lawyer or something like that. He said, "No, you
not
shouldn't
smart
do that."
enough?
He said, "You should probably do something with your hands."
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, and I saw him as an adult.
What did they base that on? If you don't mind me asking.
What did he base that? That's a good question.
How old were you?
You know what? Well, I was in a junior high school, so
Junior high school.
this was junior high school. This wasn't even high school. This was junior high school before I really got, like bad.
They gave us those aptitude tests. Did they base it on the aptitude test?
Yeah, but see, my problem with the aptitude test was like I always had a short attention span,
Yeah.
so it was really hard for me to take a 300,
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
test. So I usually just put abracadabra, or ab, cap, dab,
Yeah, A, B, C, D. Got you.
All the way down,
All the way down. A,
Gotta
B, C.
take-
Just guess it.
handed it in, wow, you got done so fast. Yeah.
If they told you that based on your aptitude test, and we had a guest on, we got to get him back on.
Who's that?
My cousin.
Harvey? Oh,
My cousin-in-law. My cousin-in-law. He's a teacher,
Mhm.
and he's in the charter system.
Oh, okay.
And he was on, and man, that was a phenomenal show. But we didn't have any sound, so we have to bring him back.
Was
Matt,
the
we
guy
got to bring him back.
with the t-shirt on. He had a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
I think he had a bald head also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. Mo.
Yeah, I saw the video, but like you said, it didn't have
Cousin-in-law.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but he
It's your
talked
cousin-in-law.
about.
It's your cousin, man.
Yeah, my cousin. He talked about how they actually do that. Look at these kids, and if you don't meet a third grade standard, what they call the proficiency test in the third grade
Mhm.
standard, he talked about the school to prison pipeline, and the reason why that's relevant today is because they just talked about that earlier this year from this own administration, Linda McMahon, her administration, she's with the Department of Education.
Mhm.
And that came up again. I was like, man, and we just did that show, when we did that show, in October sometime, something like that. And of course, we got Matt's over there today taking care of business. Shout out to Matt. He was on point, man. A lot of things that he was talking about. And you just talked about what they told you when you was going to school and you were in junior high school.
Mhm.
So were you a late bloomer, or
As far as what?
as far as being able to read, write, and understand things at a proficient level?
Well, no, actually, I was like I was like a really smart guy. I got like all A's and B's until I was like in the fourth grade. But I
Okay.
started getting high in the fourth grade. So,
You started
My-
getting high
yeah, smoking weed in the fourth grade.
or smoking weed.
Yeah. What you thought?
So
Some
you-
cocaine?
Yeah, you got the era I came
No, I
from.
started smoking weed in the fourth grade though. But then my grades for some reason started to slip. I
Yeah,
don't know
because there's different levels of what we call
what- Not because you think you're
intoxication.
smarter on weed,
You
but
got buzz. Buzz is associated with
marijuana.
marijuana. Then you got what you call it? High. That's normally associated with
Cocaine?
like crack.
Oh, yeah.
So
Now we didn't have crack back in those days.
in the 80s,
Well, crack came out in the 80s, like 85.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about when I was in junior high school.
Junior
and,
high
like, in the
school,
fourth grade and stuff like that.
they had
We didn't have
heroin.
any
They
crack.
had heroin.
Well, heroin's always
Yeah,
been.
they had heroin, and heroin's been. Ooh. That's been a monster in the black community
Yeah.
for a long
Well,
time.
you know, they throw it in
And-
our
and
community.
I believe,
you
if
know,
I'm not
because of
mistaken,
that.
heroin is derived from. I mean, crack is derived from heroin, right?
No, crack comes from cocaine.
Right. Heroin doesn't come from cocaine.
Well, not that I know of. They're totally different, you know, scale. One gets you up, one takes you
I think
down.
they're both from the same plant, though.
One will have you like dancing
Yeah.
in the air, and the other one to have you nodding out. So
I
they
think
come from the same plant. I think
crack
I heard.
will-
I think I
crack-
did hear that.
I don't know.
They come
about
from
crack.
poppy seed.
Crack. Yeah,
But
right.
I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on heroin.
I'm gonna investigate that, but I
Yeah.
think they do come from the same. I'm not sure, but I think they do. And I think the difference, like you said, is one has you nodding out, but crack, from what I know, has that flat out line, had that flat line out, that flat out point
What?
where you crash. You're amper, you're hyped,
Mhm.
and then you crash.
Okay.
And you kind of go through the same motions as people that's
Oh,
on
I know
heroin.
what you're talking about. Yes. You have that.
You're
what
all
do they call
amped
it?
up, and then you
The
Crash.
dopamine. I think it rises, and then all of a sudden it goes out, and then you need another hit. That's the whole
try to
reason
keep
for making
doing
cocaine.
that.
Yeah,
and
you
it
want
was
to stay
cheap.
up. Yeah, you want to stay up there.
And
Yes, it does have that. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
And that's stuff that we got to fight against. Got to fight against, like that. The no, just say no campaign to
Yeah.
drugs. Just say no to drugs campaign. I get what they were trying to do with that, and I understand it. And I don't fight them on it. I agree with that.
So
So
can I tell the truth for a second?
what's up?
I was at I think it was like Lee Miles or something like that. My boy was getting his muffler fixed, right?
Okay.
So a guy was like,
Wow.
he was
Wow. You
selling,
going way back?
yeah. So a guy was like, he was
Wow.
selling,
That's
he
back
was
in
selling
the day.
heroin, right?
Yeah.
He said
Out of
it
the
was
shop.
like, no, he just came by.
Oh.
He said he's selling them 2 for $15, right? So I always been like a bargain kind of guy, but I never did heroin ever,
Right.
Right. So I was like 2 for 15. Hey, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And it was small, right? So I took the whole bag, sniffed it up. Man, I felt like I had the flu, man. I
Mm.
never felt that bad in my life. And I told you I bought 2. So the other one I gave away,
Mm.
and someone told me that was on heroin. They said, you're very lucky that happened to you.
Because you didn't get
They
addicted.
said, yeah, they say most people, if that had happened to most people,
Yeah.
they would have probably become addicted.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would not have become
Become
addicted,
addicted,
if that happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you
I was
just-
blessed.
You just like deals, and that's what made
Yeah, I
you
was
try.
like, you
How
said-
old were you?
I was just out of high school. So this was before I went to Texas. So I guess I was maybe like 19, 20,
Wow.
maybe somewhere around there. Yeah.
See.
But I had never done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
So
and
But
I
I
don't.
didn't think it would do me like it did me, man. I felt like I was sick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
You know how when you get the flu and you feel like awful? That's how I felt after I did that.
yeah.
So I was like, whatever I do, I'm not doing that again.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Thank God you didn't get addicted to that,
Yeah.
because
And
that's
plus I have addicted.
that's a
personality,
beast.
So, yeah,
that's a
that was
beast, bro.
blessing.
You understand what I'm saying?
Huh?
That's a beast, man.
I heard.
When you get
Yeah.
hooked on drugs,
I heard.
narcotics is a tremendous fight.
Yeah,
It's a
because
hard
mental and
battle.
physical. With
It starts out. It starts out.
No, with the dope, it's
Physical.
mental and physical.
It is.
Because if those people don't get what they need to get, they really get like really sick. I've heard one of my uncles.
Mhm.
We used to live together, and I would hear him in the room like agonize, like
Yeah,
like he was
because
hurting.
his body.
And then he would just get up,
Mhm.
out of nowhere and just bust out the house, and he'd come back and he'd be all right.
Yeah, that's man. It's like you become dependent on it
Yeah,
because it's addictive. It's an addiction, and it starts off like you said. It's physical and it's mental, but it's also emotional. It's governing. All those things are tied into that. And at the core of that is you trying to find something to do something that you feel as though will make you happy. You see, and that's one of the things.
Not understanding that happiness comes from within. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
You
how
can't
we
really do
also
anything to make
complicate
you
the
happy,
enemy's
You
plan
have to be happy.
against our life, because he reshuffles and redefines our perspectives on things. Like we said.
Yeah, like we were saying, he tells you you're not enough. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Exactly.
you are. You know,
So if you're not enough, you
Yeah.
can become, and there's a lot of people
you have to create something. You know,
that
to
are
make you enough.
dealing with this right now.
Mhm.
And let's be clear, this is not a game. It's not a joke. This is a very serious issue. and we're going to tackle it. I think we're going to take like maybe 6 segments on this alone. Is depression, because one of the things that people turn to drugs for is depression.
I can see that.
Now, because you talked about mental illness, depression is also a mental illness, and it's big in America.
Well, let me ask you this: you said it's big in America. Have you ever did the stats on that?
I have
one in how many would have depression? Because I'm sure it would be like really high.
It's
in America.
What I came across was in my study for understanding the types of depression. There's different types of depression. I didn't know that, but there's different types of depression, and they all stem from a mental block. I knew that, but I didn't know that there were different types of it. And right now, I think something like if you're 50 and over, the first type of mental illness, well, depression you deal with is age.
Okay.
Relating to your age, realizing and understanding.
Are you saying that gets you depressed?
Yeah.
Knowing that you're getting older?
Yeah. And I this was reconfirmed when I was watching this podcast called The Pivot. And in that Pivot, the show, they had Darren Woodson on. Darren Woodson, you don't know if you football player, played safety for the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
He was talking about he had an injury. He had to have surgery, and that basically ended his career. And he was talking about how, man, he was going through a depression. This guy's in peak physical condition compared to us. You know, he's a football player. He's in shape. You can look at him and say, hey, nothing's wrong with this guy.
Yeah. Well, it's not physical.
But he was going through a depression because of the injury, and he couldn't play football. The thing that he loved to play, he couldn't do.
Did he have to take the medication too? Because sometimes that pain medication mess you up too, man.
It could.
That would definitely get you depressed.
I'd imagine he was taking some sort of medication because when you have a surgery, you know, you got to take medicine for it to help you heal certain cases. But that made me remember that study that I did, that research that I was doing, and had talked about something like 60% of men over 50 deal with depression.
Wow, that's high.
Because of age.
Okay.
Is it a reality for everybody?
Anxiety or is it depression?
Anxiety is a type of depression. It's a form of depression. It's a form of facing a reality that you can't do what you used to do, and it's making you feel some sort of way, which you're feeling like you're not enough. I can't do this anymore. I'm not good enough.
We're going back to where we had
right. So it's that you got to fight against that attitude. So what happens when you get sick and you get older? That kicks in.
Like what type of sick?
That kicks
sick or
like you get a cold or flu.
Oh, okay.
You're under the weather. You might start thinking this could be it. Am I dying? Is this the big one? You know.
I don't know. You're kind of reaching on that one, but
it might be. But some people will start feeling like
because they got the flu. You think people will get depressed?
Because
maybe like cancer and stuff like that.
You might start thinking about that.
Yeah.
If you get sick
with the flu.
Yeah.
If I get the flu, I'm not gonna think I got cancer.
Man, if you get the flu, you can start thinking about anything when you reach a certain age.
Well, I have had it pretty bad.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
But I don't understand.
Do you ever have you ever gotten to the point? You said you had it pretty bad. So let me ask you this. Have you ever gotten to the point where you got sick and you felt as though this is worse than I've had it before? Something's wrong. Has that ever came across your mind? Have you ever said to yourself,
no,
this is bad?
Because you forget
I had it before.
Did you have COVID when COVID was out?
No.
You didn't have COVID? Okay, well, you're lucky guy.
Thank God for that.
Matt, you had COVID, right?
You had COVID?
Mom, most people had COVID.
So what happened? Did you like? Well, no, I've heard stories. I've heard like did it affect your hearing or your smelling or your taste? What did you faint, fall out?
It's like the flu, right? Yeah. Really? You never had the flu. Wow, you from Jersey? That's really good. You're from Jersey, you never had the flu.
You find different people do different things. We go through different experiences. Some people don't get everything that everybody else gets. There's some people that get everything.
Me,
I find that hard to believe, but yeah, I met some people. I met, I know
everything. Yeah.
I know. I met a couple of people that got. You had the cold, yeah, I had the flu, yeah.
Thank God.
You had that, yeah. I had that. Wow, I thought they was lying, but no, there's people out there that actually have everything. And for some people, when you reach a certain age, you start thinking. I think what happens most of all.
Are you speaking for yourself right now?
No, I'm just talking about in general.
Okay.
Different people that I've come across in life and had conversations with who are older than I am.
Okay.
I think they're the common bond in all of these people that I have spoken to, and probably some people you've spoken to as well that are older than us, and men in our age who think like that when they get sick. This could be this, this could be this, this could be this. Is the reality of mortality kicks in.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
They start thinking about the reality of mortality. When you were younger, and we said this in the earlier show a long time ago, when you were younger, man, you in your teens and 20s, and I would say up to like maybe early 30s. That's pushing it. But I would say you feel kind of invincible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel like,
Nothing can get me down. Yeah. Yeah.
I can do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can run through this brick wall.
Take on an army, whatever.
Yeah, you feel like that. But then you start getting, I would say, again, 35.
Mhm.
That's my cutoff.
Mhm.
I don't know what yours is, but mine would be the cutoff is 35. Reality slowly starts sinking in.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You start coming to the realization that, hey, wait a minute. I can't do what I used to do.
Mhm.
I can't move like I used to move. By the time you 50, that becomes a reality.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But I will say this. By the time you get 50,
Uh-huh.
you should know your body, and you should be able to listen to your body and do what your body tells you to do and not to do.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
comes through really, really knowing yourself.
Yeah. And paying attention.
Paying attention to yourself. And we're going to cover a whole
And
segment.
that comes
on
with age.
Yes.
I don't think when you're young, you even
Yeah.
think about, like you were just saying, you don't even think about
You don't think about that.
Yeah.
You know, you got all these
Like, do you eat
plans and
pork?
dreams. I do.
You eat pork?
I do.
See, I don't know. I don't eat pork.
I do.
But I don't eat beef.
I don't eat as much as I used to. Are you vegetarian?
No, not
strict.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll eat turkey and chicken.
I'm finding a lot of people that are turning away from beef and pork.
Yeah.
And they're just eating more like fish and fowl.
Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not
And then
crazy
I
about
met in my life, I've met like 3 or 4 people who don't eat any meat at all.
it. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, all right, that's different. But
Yeah,
I
they
res-
said vegetarians were like the highest group with cancer.
I can-
Because of the soy content. Because
Yeah.
a lot of the vegan I know, the woman
Yeah.
that I know that's a vegan,
yeah,
she says she doesn't eat soy either.
Mm.
So she will probably be pretty healthy.
you got to check what you're eating.
But she says she does a lot of like juicing,
Yeah,
which is good for you. Juicing is really good for you. I mean,
Now-
it may not replace a meal.
you talking
you
about
know, you can't
like
juice all day,
right,
every
right.
day. But yeah, juicing.
Put it
is
in the
so-
put the ingredients in the blender, and you're talking
Yeah.
about that juicing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be a healthy kind of like
alternative.
alternative.
Mhm.
That's with supplements or without supplements.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I do the supplement thing because you can do like
And the
vegan-
juicing,
You can do like vegan supplements.
you don't juice though.
Well, I buy the juice already in the juice. It's called like
okay.
green wellness or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Or green
Some of that
goodness.
stuff is good, man.
Yeah. Well, I read
Some of that stuff is good.
I read the ingredients. See, this is what you have to do. When you buy something, you have to read the ingredients.
Man, you
Uh,
talking to Americans, man.
Because if you don't read
We
the
don't
ingredients,
read
you
read
could be
ingredients.
and then I have
How many
Now-
people you know read ingredients?
I don't know, I do. But
How many
listen-
people you know?
But listen at this.
I know you say you do.
All right, but listen at this.
Go ahead.
I have eaten something.
I still want to answer my question.
Right?
But go ahead.
I will. I have eaten something,
Yeah.
right? And it didn't agree with me.
Mhm.
So I went back and looked at the
Ingredients. Yeah.
right? And it had this what do you call that stuff? It's not sugar, high fructose corn
syrup. Yeah.
It had that in there. I was like, that's what's to make.
Are
me
you
feel
sure
like
that was what it was?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Because high fructose corn syrup is in a lot of ingredients.
Yeah, but you got to read. You got to read.
But
You got to buy the stuff that is not in there.
the point that I'm making is it could have been something else that you consumed
Mhm.
and it did nothing to you. So what in that
Perhaps.
one thing that you did take, it could have been something else other than the high fructose corn syrup.
But you know what? I had fried plantains.
Oh.
Right. So I drizzled them with that Hershey's Quick. Right now, I've eaten.
You talking about the powder?
No. I'm sorry. I said Quick. The Hershey syrup.
Oh,
Hershey
yeah,
syrup.
yeah,
I
yeah.
drizzled it, like, oh, this is gonna be really good. But the syrup, like
The chocolate
yeah, the chocolate syrup is not good.
on
It's
plantains.
not. Yeah, you never had that.
I thought I was crazy.
You never had like
No,
dark chocolate
when it comes to
Oh my
food.
God,
I thought I was invented.
Listen,
That's
get-
a whole
get-
different.
Get like a real like good dark chocolate bar.
Yeah.
And let it like what is it,
Melt.
melt
Uh-huh.
on the fried plantains.
Well,
it's like a delicacy. man.
well, America,
Like a great dessert.
you're hearing something that you might want to try, but
You
then
might
again, the
not.
results you might not want to try.
No, but I have done it with good chocolate.
Okay,
But when I did it with the Hershey's,
it was bad.
no,
chocolate.
yeah, no good. But I have done it,
Have
and
you-
I know eating plantains don't really get upset my stomach or.
How long you
indigestion.
been eating plantains? When did you
Uh,
start?
Maybe not too long.
Because you
ago.
didn't come up eating that.
No, but it's always been around.
True, but you
Yeah,
didn't
that
come
was
up. I'm talking about in your household. You didn't come up
No,
eating it,
we
right?
never. My mother never cooked plantains. No. We had bananas. We did
Yeah.
bananas, but no, we
I
didn't
don't
do
know
plantains.
when people start eating plantains if they weren't,
But plantains,
bro,
are
if they
good.
weren't raised on it.
Well, were you raised on mangoes?
No, I don't really eat mango.
You don't eat mangoes now?
Mm-mm.
My God, you never tasted a mango?
No, just
Obviously.
just mango flavor.
Yo, try eating a mango, but like a real
Yeah.
ripe mango. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
See, that's
think you'd ever-
that's
fruit is good for you,
It's
though.
good. Fruit is good for
Yeah,
you.
but you have to be careful with the fruit too, though.
Oranges, apples, grape. Love grapes.
Grapes are good.
Love
Grapes are good
grapes.
for you.
Love grapes. I don't really care for the red grapes. I will eat the black grapes, well, they could purple colored.
Seeds in, seeds out.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
They say you should go with the seeds in
Both.
because the seeds out is kind of
Yeah.
you know,
But I really love the green grapes.
yeah,
And I really love the green apples.
yeah. Granny Smiths. Yeah, they're very
The
good.
green, red, and gold. The gold are okay. I would eat the red over the gold,
Mhm.
but I'll eat the green over all of them. And then my favorite is lemon.
Will you eat a lemon like an orange? What do you mean your
You
favorite
can eat
lemon?
you can eat lemon like orange.
That's what you do?
You could.
No, I asked you this.
I
What
do.
you do? You just sit there and peel a lemon and eat it like an orange?
Yeah, on occasions, yes. I don't eat it every day, and I don't eat it every week. But on occasions, I will sit there and eat a lemon. Eat a lemon. There it is. Peel that bad boy open. And here's the thing: you don't just
I never.
You don't
my
just-
brother used to do that.
you
when he was
just
a
don't
kid.
suck the juice. You got to pull the lemon from the skin itself and chew it, digest it. Lemons help with inflammation.
Was that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's good. So you don't
Doctor-
eat cheese because cheese gives you inflammation.
I do eat cheese.
You eat a lot of cheese? Don't get me wrong, cheese is good. Like, I really
Do
love
I eat
cheese,
a
but
lot
I
of
shouldn't eat
cheese?
it.
See.
We shouldn't really eat dairy. I don't think human beings are supposed to eat dairy.
I don't eat a lot of cheese. No, I don't think I eat a lot of cheese. No, but I do eat cheese. As a matter of fact, I've never really eaten cheese like some people eat cheese. They could just get cheese and just consume it, just like eat it, just like the cubes.
Mhm.
There's people who just go around eating cheese like that. I can't.
Well, yeah.
I can't.
Cheese is good, but
They put cheese
it's
on
not good for
crackers.
you, but it's good.
I can't eat cheese on a cracker like that. There's people who eat cheese sandwiches. I'm not eating a cheese sandwich unless it's grilled.
I do the cheese sandwich. And grilled cheese is good too,
Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. Stop the clock.
though.
You eat cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, I go to the store and buy a cheese sandwich. The three cheeses. The what did you call provolone,
All right, I can't talk. to you.
Swiss, and
can't talk to
white
you.
American. Yeah, sure.
Cheese sandwiches?
Yeah, but I started doing it when I was in cosmetology school to get my barber's license. Right, I didn't have a lot of money,
Oh, okay.
and when I used to go to Blimpies, the
Yeah.
cheapest thing was a cheese sandwich. So I started
Oh,
eating
so you
cheese
started eating
sandwiches,
cheese
and I realized
sandwich,
it
okay.
wasn't, it was pretty good. Then I started eating after, when I got money.
You eat mushrooms? You eat mushrooms, right?
Yeah, I love mushrooms.
You get a mushroom sandwich?
No. Oh, yeah, but I heard you could. I heard you could eat like a portobello,
Yeah, portobello.
like
That's
a
what I'm
hot-
talking
like
about.
a hamburger.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that one surprised me. You said you eat that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't eat that, but I do eat mushrooms. But I do eat mushrooms.
Yeah,
I don't eat a
mushrooms are
lot of
good.
cheese. But these are ways that we're talking about eating good. defining what could be concerning the human body to be good. We know drugs is bad. That would also include alcohol. Some people debate whether alcohol is bad or not. Me, I'm of the opinion that alcohol is not good when you use it in excess.
Yeah, of course. Alcohol in moderation, is nothing wrong with it.
It has
there's nothing wrong
that
with
much. It has
Yeah.
its values medicinally. That's why I agree with some of the things that doctors say.
it. Alcohol does?
Yeah.
What can alcohol do
It
for
has a
you?
medicinal value.
Like
It extends. What does it say? It extends your breathing ability. It extends
Alcohol does?
Yes. Alcohol helps with your oxidation and all that stuff. Your
Okay.
oxygen intake and all that. It helps with that. There's
Never heard that before.
there's also it's a kind of an inhibitor, I think it is.
Mhm.
So that kind of like helps to suppress certain things.
Okay.
And
Well, my cousin swear he
One
never
of the
got
things-
he never got COVID because he's drunk all the time. Yeah, one of my cousins.
one of the things that I know that
he
they
think
say
alcohol for that.
alcohol does is it helps to numb pain.
Mhm.
So it helps.
But that's
numb
kind of a
pain.
bad thing, because people drink it, and
To numb,
access,
yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah.
yeah.
So that's not a good thing.
But
with alcohol.
medicinally, that's what they're talking
Man, alcohol in moderation is nothing wrong with it. But if you
Yeah.
have a problem with alcohol, you probably shouldn't drink.
You shouldn't drink at all.
Yeah. If
And-
drinking is causing you problems in your life, then you shouldn't drink alcohol.
Whenever you're doing something, especially like drinking, comes alcohol, and you're drinking something, and then you turn around and you find that you like it, that's a sign right there to stop doing it. Because you're going to start taking advantage of the opportunities to do it, and then you're going to start abusing it. That's how abuse happens.
But you got to understand this, though. Everybody who drinks don't drink to get drunk. Some people drink to get drunk, and some people drink just to,
Yeah, they call us what is social drinkers.
yeah.
All right. I was a social drinker.
You was, but you quit.
Yeah, I
You
don't
don't
drink,
drink
I
anymore?
don't drink anymore. No,
Is it because you're religious affiliation,
no.
or you just don't have any use for it?
I never really saw the appeal of it. To be honest with you. I mean,
Man, when I drink, I turn into an instant buffoon, so that's why I don't drink.
yeah, I had a friend of mine when I was in the military. We couldn't go anywhere with this guy because as soon as he started drinking, his drink was a screwdriver.
People would tell you, like, yes,
Right?
he doesn't need
You
alcohol.
know what the screwdriver drink is, right?
Yeah,
that was his drink.
vodka and
Alcohol and
Vodka.
vodka and orange,
orange
juice.
juice. Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah, they're pretty good too, though.
He was-
That's not a bad drink to drink.
he would drink that,
Like rum and cokes and stuff like that.
and then that was what I was drinking, and
Yeah,
he would
yeah,
turn
rum and
around.
coke's cool.
and-
Rum and Diet Coke. Some people.
He would turn around, and before we would leave, wherever it was we went, we were either fighting because of him and his antics,
Mhm.
or we were in which we get kicked out of the club or wherever it was we were at, or we had to deal with addressing the issues of the cops.
Mm.
And then again, we're getting kicked out of where it was we was at because he couldn't.
Was he a small guy, a big guy?
Nah, he was average size, average height. That was his drink. And I don't know what was going on with him, but we used to tell him, hey, man, you can't be drinking, man, because you keep getting us thrown out of clubs. You know, you got people who they deal with things in life. And like you just said, they turn to alcohol to numb the pain
Mhm.
of what they're dealing with. Just same thing goes with people who do drugs. They turn to the drugs to numb the pain. But part of the
Or
pain,
sex or gambling. There's a lot of addictions that people do, to like
gambling
get
is
themselves out of
how can you
their
you
mindset.
can't turn to gambling to numb pain.
No, yeah. I mean, you could feel
Gambling is more of a. I
you
used
could
to gamble,
definitely
so I'm
use
gonna
it
tell
as
you,
to fill a void. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It
That
will
you
fill the
could.
void.
and
you
that
understand what I'm
plays
saying?
into the enemy's plan to ruin your life.
Right.
But we don't think about it from that perspective because we're not engaging ourselves spiritually on that level,
Mhm.
especially when we're young.
Mhm.
We feel invincible. Like we feel like nothing can happen to us that can hurt us. But then we're hurting ourselves,
Mhm.
right?
That's what I was trying to tell you. Some of the devil is us.
Yeah, he's in it. That's why I said it's the influence.
It's
And the
devil's
influence
not
comes
in
because you watch movies, you watch TV, and the first thing you see on TV and movies is what? Somebody smoking. And you see that character is cool. Somebody drinking. That character is smooth. You see what I'm saying? They don't just have when they show a person that's a bum in a movie, When do they normally show a person that's a bum? In a movie. When? He's not the main character. Right?
No, probably
He's not the main character, right?
Or if he is the main character, it's like a Cinderella story where he's going to turn from this to that. Yeah.
Exactly. And one of the first things he's going to do as a bum is he's going to stop drinking so he can stop being a bum.
Right. Like the guy in what's that movie, Black Panther? Remember Black Panther? That guy was like a bum, and then they flooded the community with dope, and he became like the guy. You remember that?
In Black Panther, that's amended. That's a message. There's a message in the movie. Every movie has a message. We're gonna talk about these things.
Every movie, but
every movie has a message.
Every
movie has a message. Even short movies have a message.
Even comedies.
Yes, every movie's have even comedies. The whole purpose.
I do know they hide a lot of the truth in movies. Yeah. A lot of movies that they do are true, but they won't let you know that they were really black people that did it.
And here's something I'm trying to say? And here's something that's interesting about movies. One thing that you don't see a lot of in movies, pay attention to this, people, on television and in movies. You don't see them drinking a lot of water. Think about that.
What you think?
You think you see them drinking? You see them drinking everything except water. Every now and again, you'll come across characters that drink water.
So you think that's a conspiracy theory?
No, I don't think that's a conspiracy theory.
What are you saying?
I think this is a subliminal message. And the message is because what's happening,
anything that
water is
other
good.
Than what's good for you.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I think that because I was watching this YouTube channel.
And you pulled that out of a TV show or a movie?
Yeah, if you watch, I guarantee you, I'll give you 10 movies to watch.
You're smarter than most people because I've never caught that.
I don't say I'm smarter than most people. I would say that again, divine revelation comes to all those who seek it. Now, if you ask God for it, you get it. Now, here's the thing. I was watching this YouTube channel. This guy, he said one of his favorite characters was James Bond. You know how many different James Bonds there were, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't know how many different James Bonds there were.
It's been quite a few.
Yeah, it's been quite a few. And he was saying his favorite character was James Bond. And he said he noticed something about James Bond. James Bond does not drink often in his shows. Mm-hmm. And when he does, he's drinking basically 2 drinks, martinis and champagne.
Okay.
And I sat there and I said, that's interesting. Now, guess why that was interesting to me?
Explain.
Because he's a high-level spy, right? He's an inspiration for a lot of people, especially young men.
Does he get women and stuff like that?
Yeah,
okay.
Especially young men. He's not just because he get women, but he got the cars, the gadgets, and all that stuff. Yeah. Go to the interesting locales and all that stuff. But he's only drinking 2 basic drinks: champagne, which is typically associated with what?
Rich people, I would think.
Rich people. And martinis, which is also associated with what? Successful businessmen. Successful businessmen, right?
Martini Tuesdays and all that kind of crap.
But the average common man doesn't really drink martinis.
No, I can agree with that.
That's kind of crazy.
I've never heard a guy say, "Hey, give me a martini," or
which made his character like out of the box for a lot of people. And he said that's one of the things he found interesting. I said that was interesting to me because I never knew that about James Bond. I never sat there and watched a James Bond movie and said, why is that? I never asked that question. So this guy is really a James Bond fan.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes. I understand.
When you're covering every aspect of the guy's life, the character's life, you're a fan. And I said that to say this because movies and television, that's what got me interested in checking out these shows from the 40s, the 50s, and 60s. That's how I said, when you turn on the TV, you turn on the show, you look at the movie, what are you seeing? Somebody lighting up. Somebody with a glass. But they're not really drinking water. You'll see people walking around with a water bottle. You know what I mean? Back when we was coming up, I think we had some shows that in our communities, they had to have that because that's one of the props that they used. Like we had the biker shorts. What show was that?
Man, I ain't never rocked my biker shorts.
No, I never did either.
Okay.
But the movies we watched, they promoted that.
The biker shorts?
Biker shorts. I think I seen Wesley Snipes was in a movie with the biker shorts. He had biker shorts.
Yes. White men can't jump.
Yeah.
Yes. Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think
Yes,
that
he did, but he pulled it off. I gotta say, he pulled it off. He did pull it off.
okay, so there's
Because I didn't even realize that he had biker shorts until you just said that.
so we have a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
that's been ongoing. It's a tactic that's in cinema. It's in the movies and television industry, and it's also in music.
But they tell a lot of the truth in some of these movies, but they just don't tell you that they were black people who actually did this. Like what's my man named Lone Ranger? They said
Lone Ranger.
that was actually from a black character. There is no history without black people.
Well,
You
this is
realize
why.
that?
This is,
without black people,
no,
there's no
no.
history in the world.
no, there's no history at all.
Yeah,
There's no
without
history
black
at
people.
all. Without black people, you're
Right.
not. And this is why this segment we're just basically talking about this past year,
Mhm.
because one of the things that we experienced this past year was the purposed, determined elimination of Black history.
Mhm.
They tried to take Black history out.
You can't do it because we already know now.
Yeah, but they tried.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
it's
they still
okay.
trying.
It's
They still trying.
Listen, even if they do it, it's okay because now we already know. You
We
know what I'm
already
saying?
know that
We
what
know
that
our
they tried,
history.
or we know our history.
Yeah.
But we
know
still-
were
we
here
don't
in
know
this planet.
everything
We
that
were
there
on this
is to
planet
know.
first, right?
Right.
First of all, we were on this planet Earth first. We were
Right.
the first thing on this planet Earth.
True.
And we were the first thing in America.
True.
In the
True.
continent of North America.
First
South America,
sailors,
Central- all
first
of it,
travelers.
It was all
Right.
us.
We all know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we all know
we
that.
should
We're
know.
learning
We
now.
should know.
Yeah.
We should know. But
We're
I
learning now because it wasn't taught to us, and a lot of us won't go past the education that they gave us.
well, there's
But you
the
know
education
the
that they
education that
gave
they
us has
It's
changed.
subpar, bro.
It has changed, and it has changed
what?
deliberately
I disagree.
over. Yeah, it's changed.
I disagree.
The education okay. The education.
I used to work in the school system. I was a custodian. Yes.
What's the
but
last word
when
you
I
just
read-
said?
Huh?
The school what?
System.
Okay, so the academics is a structure, right?
Yes.
It's a system,
Yes.
and the system does change.
Well, the system has not changed very much because I happened to be in a African American history class.
Right,
Right. And
right.
it was taught by a white man, first of all.
Okay.
The African American history class was taught by a white man, first of all.
All right.
Second of all, they had he wrote things on the board,
Mhm.
right? And he wrote like he was telling them to see movies
Right.
to explain
Certain
what
things.
this
Okay.
said.
Yeah.
And the other stuff, the other history was the same exact history they taught us in social studies.
All right.
I
Same-
read it for
right.
myself. It was the
Right.
same exact stuff.
So
Same stuff. Oh, but I did learn one thing in that
What was that?
classroom. There was a newspaper article, right?
yeah.
And the newspaper article was warning Black people in the city of Boston, in the state of Massachusetts, to be on the lookout for kidnappers because they were kidnapping free Black people and selling them into slavery.
Right. Back in the
south.
day, yeah.
Yeah,
Right. That was very common
yeah.
for
But when I saw that, I
decades.
didn't really realize that was going on. When I read that
Yeah.
article, I thought it wasn't a real article. And I asked somebody, it was like, "No, that's true."
Yeah, it was
That
happening,
really
right.
happened.
And the reason why I brought the whole system
And that's
thing up
crazy.
is because we get these things called textbooks.
Yeah. Mhm.
And every so often the textbooks themselves would change.
Mhm.
And there's a reason why the textbooks would change. The textbooks would change because they're changing some of the information they're putting in the books,
Mhm.
which means that they're changing the curriculum. Either they're tweaking it
But
or
for
what
the
have you.
good or for the bad? I mean, how are they tweaking it? Is it better after they do this, or is it just taking away?
That's an excellent
information
question.
and
That's an
giving
excellent
something
question,
different?
and I'm gonna bring my cousin back on, and we're gonna have that discussion. But he'll tell you this: it's not necessarily for the good.
Mhm.
I can see where that's
No, I
coming,
agree. The
I can see
school
where that's
system
coming
right now
from.
is going like. it's
but
kinda-
a lot of that
it's kinda nuts right
information
now.
is changing because I was watching this show, a documentary this guy named Matthew Pridgen did called "Sins of Our Fathers:
Mhm.
Race, Religion, and the Rise of Trump."
Okay.
And I've been saying this for ever since I got saved. You can't have a discussion about race in America without having a discussion about religion in America. And you can't
Well, that's a fact.
you can't have a discussion about religion in America without sitting down and going over the truth about American history
Mm.
and how they did not follow the code that's written in scripture. They did not follow the scripture. Now, his documentary pointed out from the textbooks that he
Were
came
your
up.
people Christian that you're talking about? Were the people who was writing this stuff, were they supposed to be Christian?
What people?
Well, whoever you said the laws, right? When you're talking about laws, the laws didn't follow the scripture. Is that what you just said?
Yeah,
Okay, so the laws didn't follow the scripture. Was the people who wrote the laws, were they Christian?
they called themselves Christians, and some of them weren't. Though some of them were, some
Now,
of
do
them
you see
weren't.
you see what I was trying to tell you from
Listen,
from,
I
you
didn't
know.
I didn't disagree with that. I just disagree with the whole idea that the Bible is demonic. I disagree with that.
No, I didn't
completely.
say it all was, but it's some demonic
My
stuff in
brother,
there.
listen. But I didn't. When you said
didn't
there's a
say
lot of
all
people,
was.
listen, I give you credit for what you said when you said a lot of people call themselves Christians and they go home and they serve a different God.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. You're on point 100% with that. But that being said, I thank God I'm not in that point of disbelief in the scripture.
Mhm.
We don't worship the Bible, but the Bible introduces us to a character and a
Most
nature.
people-
You get what I'm saying?
Most people
It
do-
introduces us to a character and a nature of God that your cousin, he asked a question. Do you need he asked Sean several questions, and I applaud Sean's answer because his answer is true. See, he's where we used to be. You're where we used to
No,
be.
I'm not where you
We're no longer there.
I'm not where you were.
We were there.
I'm
before
way
that.
past where you were.
Okay.
If you was where I am, you wouldn't believe what you believe.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, okay. Keep in mind, I'm the dude that said there is no God at one time in my life. I'm that guy. I don't know if you've ever said that, but I have.
I have felt that,
Right.
but after
right.
after what happened to me, I have to believe that there's God. But anyway, go ahead.
And same thing with me. So I was there. Now he asked,
was
him,
when we were,
do
but I
you
understand
do
what
you
you're
need a
saying.
yes, I was. I
Bruh,
studied Sumerians, I
listen.
studied Egyptians, I studied
Listen,
a lot of the stuff that you guys was covering.
just
I
go
studied.
forward, but
All
don't
right.
say that because
I
that's
was
not true.
that was true.
No, you're not.
Okay, maybe not from your perspective.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
okay.
put it like that.
Anyway, say what you were
But
saying.
from my
'cause I wanna hear it.
perspective, I couldn't believe I was like, man, just looking back those
Wait,
shows, I
you
was
said
like,
he asked Sean a question.
he asked Sean several questions, and one of the
them was what?
do you need a book to tell you not to kill?
No, I asked him that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Do you
I
tell?
said
Do you
that.
need a book? Okay, you said. Do you need a book not to
I
kill?
said I have a conscience.
Do you need a book?
Keep me in check.
Well, listen.
my
I'm
conscience
just
keeps
some of
me
the
in check. I
conversation.
don't
Well,
have to
he
do
did ask Sean these questions.
Uh-huh.
Do you need a book not to tell you not to rape? Do you need a book not to tell you not to lie? Do you need a
Oh,
book?
yeah, he did ask him that.
Yeah. So, and Sean's answer was no. All the questions he's asked me, he said no.
Right.
He said, but I need the book to introduce me to the character and the nature of God. That's what it does.
Uh-huh.
Now, here's what I found interesting about the statements, because we don't worship the book, we worship God. We get divine revelation from the book.
All right,
You
now you're
can-
going back into
You
what
could
we was
be,
trying to get away
you
from.
can
You
be.
sure you want to take this ride?
Listen, it doesn't matter to me. I'm driving. We can be.
No, I'm the
listen.
captain. You see my chair? I'm the captain.
Yeah, you can be the captain on that. Listen. You can be aware of don't kill, don't lie, don't steal,
Mhm.
don't cheat. You can be aware of those things. You can know those things. You can have it written as a rule. But unless you have the spirit that governs you,
Mhm.
that will keep you from doing that. Because the moment
Yeah, but
somebody
we call
does,
that a conscience.
Somebody-
we don't call that the Holy Spirit. Or anything
okay,
like that.
so
we call that you have your conscience keeps you in check. I don't know about
Does it
anybody
really?
else.
does
Yes,
it really?
my conscience keeps.
'Cause if somebody-
I tell a lie, I feel bad that I told a lie, and I will go back to the person and say, "Listen, man,
That's your
I
conscience.
misrepresented the
Okay,
truth."
so what does your conscience do when somebody says something or does something to you that offends you, that moves you beyond the point where you can handle your anger and your rage?
Most time I handle it like a true champ.
What
But
happens when
sometimes-
you can't?
Well, we're in that position right now. You know what I'm saying? But that can happen to anybody. That's
What
just-
happens
that's
when
not-
you can't?
Listen. That's not
What
across
is
the
your,
board.
where's your conscience
not-
at?
I did feel bad that I beat the guy. I did feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have took it
Now
back.
you
but-
telling us you beat the guy up, but the guy is he guy saying you beat him up?
Well, listen.
He
if
probably
I-
telling
if
his
I
friends
beat a
he
guy
beat
up, I
you
wouldn't
up.
go call the cops. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
If I beat a guy up, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go and call the police.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, look.
So let's leave it at that.
Look.
I don't want to brag and all like that. That was a mistake that I made.
Right.
I won't
But
make that mistake
where
again.
was your conscience to keep that in check?
You know what? I could say this honestly. I just for that moment, I felt that was the right thing to do because I really felt that this guy needed
Deserved
to see my
that. He
technique.
deserved it, right? He
I
deserved
really believe I had to
right?
show him my technique. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I did my technique.
and
like,
that
it was
America
perfect, yo. You know,
is
my technique was
where
perfect,
the
man.
spirit comes in.
But
That's
the
what we're
spirit
talking
came
about.
in after, you know.
After.
Yeah. But I felt bad. It wasn't just because I got fired and all that kind of stuff. But I really, really, really feel bad.
Mhm.
You know, if I could see him,
You would apologize?
I probably would apologize.
Go ahead,
for what I
apologize.
did, you know,
Apologize to him
I'm-
now.
Trust me, that guy's not listening to this podcast.
So what? Just apologize to him now. If you really felt bad.
I apologize, but he's not looking at this. So,
All right. Listen,
so you have you.
I didn't do anything. I'm just making a statement of a fact concerning the spirit. And it's the spirit that overrides our conscience.
Well, I know people that are quote unquote saved that
acted
got
out?
into spats.
Oh
you
yeah.
know? And as a matter of fact,
'Cause you know
some
what?
of them are related to me, and I'll tell you
Yeah.
this: that's how black, you know, that's how Blackwells is, man.
That's how Blackwells is.
Bro, Blackwells are just like that, man. You can't
Yeah.
toy with us. You know, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but
Yeah.
you know,
We
we're not
got
people
a
to
lot of
toy with.
people.
That's just how we are.
Is that because there's a lot of Blackwells. We had talked
Yeah,
about this
man.
before. We touched on this before. They
Yeah.
come from big families.
Yeah.
And I'm on the Jones side. On my mom's, there's a lot of Joneses.
Jones is in my family, so I don't know if we're family or not, but Jones is in my family. They're from down there in North Carolina,
Yeah, North Carolina.
Henderson, North Carolina.
Henderson.
Yeah, that's where my people. That's where the Joneses are from.
Yeah, we're from Mount Olive and all over.
Yeah, okay. You're probably my folks, man.
Could
I
be.
know, it's possible.
Could
Because you see,
be.
my dad was darker than me when I showed you a picture.
Yeah.
But my mom looks like Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
You know, she's very like.
So this year we saw a lot of turmoil, a lot of stress, a lot of issues, and like I said, the questions that were asked were answered, and that's the whole point of moving forward. The plan that God has for us is to prosper,
Yeah.
not
Growth,
not
growth.
just prosper economically and socially, but to prosper
In all
mentally,
aspects, yeah. In all aspects.
physically,
Mhm,
and health wise.
mhm.
And as we started the show, we talked about Brother Sean being sick, and we talked about things that we could do to overcome sickness. One of the things was remain hydrated. Another thing was to eat, which is how we started
Eat right, yes.
extending the conversation, and getting rest. Another thing I want you to do when you're sick, man, I really want you to pray. I want you to pray.
Well, you should always pray.
Pray.
Not just when you're sick.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Not just when you're sick. You should always pray. But
Even if your prayers just thank you, God. You know, that's like perfect.
That's a
That's a
prayer.
perfect prayer.
thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Being appreciative.
Yeah.
But don't just say it with lip service. Mean it from your heart.
Oh, yeah.
Mean it from
Sure.
here.
For sure.
Because every day that you wake up is a day to be thankful.
Yeah. Yep.
Thankful. Now
Man, everything you get, you
we
should
ought
thank
not
God
just
for.
pray when we're sick, but if you're sick, you better learn how to pray.
Right.
All right? Because that's that pressure being put on you to not do. One of the things that the enemy wants to do is take you off of your feet. If he can get you off your feet, he can win that battle.
Try to get something in your head. Try to get you off your feet and put something in your head.
He
I
win
can
that
understand
battle.
that.
I think that, and this is just me. I think that the hardest thing that we as people face is decisions to do better,
Mhm.
eat better. Why is that such a hard thing to do, man?
Well,
Why
because
is
we got a
eating
lot of
better such a hard
influences.
thing to
We
do?
got a lot of influences that, you know, make us, you know, like every other minute you see a McDonald's commercial, we know we shouldn't eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is like, if you got to eat junk food, don't eat McDonald's.
Bruh, I love Cheetos.
Who?
Cheetos.
Cheetos?
Yeah, the crunchy Cheetos. I love Cheetos.
Frito-Lay joints?
Cheetos.
Yeah, that's okay though. I mean, well, you got to read the. You
I'm
gotta read what's in-
addicted to Cheetos, man.
First of all, you got to read what's in there. If everything in there is legit, then yeah.
Again, this is you're talking to Americans, Rob. We don't read what we eat.
Yeah.
Matt, would you tell them?
I do.
We don't read what we eat.
I do.
We see what we like and we go get it.
I read the
Right?
ingredients. But sometimes I cheat though. Don't get me wrong. Like I had Snickers with almonds last night. I know I wasn't supposed to eat that, but
but you love chocolate.
It's a Christmas. It's the Christmas holiday. So it's the holidays. I can cheat on holiday.
So do you eat cheesecake?
I love cheesecake, but I don't eat a lot of it. Yeah.
See now,
But I
now-
love a lot of that stuff, but I don't eat a lot of it.
now what you just said,
Mhm.
we apply that all the time. You know why?
No, why?
Because I don't eat a lot of it, or I don't drink a lot of it, or I don't do that a lot, or I don't do that often. That becomes quote unquote a justifiable statement.
No, but that's a good thing not to do things often.
Here's the thing, here's the point that I'm making. For you, it might be every once in a while,
Yeah.
every 3 months, right? For somebody else, that very same statement might be every other weekend. I don't do that often. I only do it every other weekend. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
For somebody else, they might look that into the perspective of, well, they're not doing it every day.
Mhm.
So they could be thinking, as long as I'm not doing it every day, I'm not
That's
doing
okay.
it. Yeah. With that being said, man, today's show, well, we miss Brother Sean.
Yeah. We just opened up and kicked it a little bit.
Yeah, that's all. So we didn't really get into the events of this year. And we're getting ready to go into a new year. And we're going to spend January preparing for February. Because February, we bring the hammer down on February, bro. We're going to bring every single day. We're going to bring some aspect of Black history that either we are familiar with. My stomach cool down. We're going to eat. Either we're familiar with. Yeah, you're going to eat.
You got the parasites.
Oh, that's that stomach growling. I got to eat. I didn't eat.
You feed the parasites.
When everybody got parasites. Because your
That's a fact.
stomach don't growl.
No, not like that. I like and somebody and I heard it. No,
But it do growl.
But if it do,
It does growl.
You would have to tell me because I never heard my stomach go.
Matt, your stomach growl? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's parasites though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it just
Parasites
you
stay
just
home.
you got air in your stomach that you have?
You know,
to-
I don't know. It's not like a physician didn't tell me this, so I don't know if it's a fact, but anyway, that's what I heard.
Oh, okay. You heard that.
Yeah, that might be hearsay evidence.
All right. So
you
we're
don't
going
have
to get into a whole lot coming in January. We're excited. What you looking forward to come January? Next year.
just to prosper. That's it. I'm just looking to prosper in the new year and to be a better family man, a better man, better person, period.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Yeah. Just looking forward to that.
Be a better person. We're going to get into all of this, man. Matt, what you looking forward to doing next year? Working more? Yeah, he's in his 30s.
You got to always
Yeah,
watch
he's
the
just
quiet
does,
ones,
yeah.
man. I'll tell you, 'cause this guy's quiet. He's probably very dangerous, man.
That's what they say about the quiet. It's always the quiet ones.
Quiet ones
Man,
is
next
dangerous.
year I'm looking forward to a phenomenal year. I'm looking to do some wonderful things and see some wonderful things and be blessed by some experiences that I get to witness people doing wonderful things. I want to be a witness to people doing great things, not just myself, but
That's a good feeling.
people. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So tune in next time. We're going to try to be more consistent. We've really been working behind the scenes in different areas. And so you're going to see some improvements coming. We're going to open up. We're going to get a phone line in here. I don't know when, but it's coming. Y'all hang in there with us. We need your prayers. And we need your viewership. So again,
And
like,
comments.
subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you can be the first. Again, we can't pay you, but we sure can thank you. So with that being said, from Matt, Rob,
The little line.
myself, man, we won't see y'all till after the New Year's. So have a great New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. And be safe. Peace.
We should be out of there.